What's going on, everybody? Doc here, Archer Gamer Guys, back in again. Last day on Earth action, and we are here for the Halloween event 2024. Let's get into it, and I actually have quite a bit of progress to go over, and we're going to try to showcase what can you get in this event. I think there's some pretty solid rewards, but there's still some unknowns. We're going to try to answer that and a few questions and some tips here for you today. So I'm going to say this up front. This is for science, okay? I'm going to end up spending some coins here probably. We're going to keep pushing towards. We're going to try to get to completion. Just so you can check me here, we are one full day, first reset, okay, into the event. So came up yesterday. We jumped into it. I was actually very happy. There's a couple of things that I want to test. So first and foremost, this is basically last year's event, and that's not a bad thing. As I said in my previous video, what to expect for this, it's very story driven. You're doing the rituals, you're starting the fire. There is a different reward track, which is pretty cool. There's obviously some updated rewards, but it plays out very similar to how last year's event played. Again, not a bad thing, but if you did last year's, this one will be very familiar with you. You're doing a lot of the same things, going to a lot of the same locations, and that's okay. There's a couple of differences here. First and foremost is this reputation reward track. Now, I personally am always a fan. I have been a fan and will continue to be a fan of these types of reward tracks when the rewards here are good. I'm looking at you, Headhunter Arena. This one feels pretty solid. It's not crazy, but it's got some decent stuff in it. You got some rubber, you got some usable materials up for the first few levels. You get a pup, which is cool. Obviously, season experience is nice. As you get in, you get some glass, some rubber, some engine parts. These are solid things. Then you start get to the upper tiers, post level 15. You start to get some better stuff. Fiberglass is great. The air filters are awesome. I personally love dry food. Very hard to come by. Relatively rare, very useful. If you're breeding, you got a husky puppy here, which is pretty nice. And then you get up into the upper tiers post level 20. This is where it gets really good. 22, you get the purple inspector card. That's freaking huge. This is one of the best rewards in my opinion, just because what it can give you. You're talking extremely rare weapon mod, really good guns, some armor, some cool stuff. So I like that. Lead plate, that's pretty crazy. And ash planks, also pretty crazy. For lots of folks, it's interesting to see these. They're very rare, but you're probably not going to have a ton of use for them, which is kind of interesting. And then you get to 25, you get the backpack, and then we push all the way up to 30, we get the new skin. Skins are awesome. You have these here, the gas cylinders, which is really cool. And yeah, just some good stuff. Some really, really good stuff overall. Level 2 Rottweiler puppy, you get some car batteries, some flight controllers. All that stuff seems pretty dang good. And then you get to the Halloween container here, which has electronic circuits, batteries, and blueprints in it. This is what I'm trying to get here for you today. I want to see what is exactly in this and how much we got. Now, you're going to notice, Doc, you're already at level 20, almost 21. Yes, I am. I spent some coins because I wanted to work through and get some progress. I will tell you that after one day of doing all of the events and spending nothing, I actually got to level 12, both on my free-to-play and my main account. So the progress here, it's going to slow down, because as you're noticing, as you get up, we're in level 21, we need 700 points. So it is going to be a grind. The math we will have to check, but we need to find a few things out first. I do believe if you play every day, I think you'll be able to get here. But we need to check the math, okay? It has steadily increased. I think the first levels were very low. You can pick up quite a few points a day, but let's do some math. So the first thing you can do is come over here to Sophia. You can take down what used to essentially be the gas trap room for the old commune. You're going to get 400 reputation for this. That's pretty solid, okay? And you can see here, I have completed the ritual. So let me actually talk about that first. I've completed the ritual. You do that basically by getting to level 15. And this is what you get. This is the rewards. Ta-da! It's not bad. It's not bad. You get, cool to see an equalizer, well-modified Uzi, good amount of factory parts and some springs, some steel plates. It's not crazy, but for as far as you have to get for what you get, you can't be too upset with this. I think it's it's decent. Okay, I won't say it's great because somebody will be like, those are terrible rewards. I'm level, I do that, Dude, I got it. Okay, they're okay. And if you're making your progress or you still have lots of things to do, factory parts are very nice. Springs are great. Everybody should be happy to see steel plates, and then you can't ever be sad with some weapons and some heals. So think about it, whatever you got. You have all your different rooms where you can pick things up. Make sure you grab everything from the different rooms and the different buildings and all that stuff to make use of that. And yeah, you should have some luck there. But the first one we can go ahead and do is this. This is 400 points. And this one is in here. And you've probably had a chance to take this out. But essentially, you're just killing 12 zombies. You have to watch out for our spitter guys here, or bloody chasers. You'll get 2 of those per round. The gas in this is much more toned down than it used to be for the old commune events, and that's nice. You're not taking as much kind of tick damage as you typically would, and if you're like me, you can just stand here in the middle with your Glock, kill these things. This is very, very doable with melee weapons too. You do have to be careful. You can get a little overwhelmed, but other than that, very, very achievable. You see we get this pop up. I'm also going to say I've always appreciated that we have supply going on at the same time. So we're getting supply points for that. So I am not mad about any of those. I brought a whole bunch of AKs because we're going to rock and roll on this. Now, when I did this the first day, we could only do this once. And that's what you got. So this resets with the normal reset timer, the daily one, just like your settlement rewards and port delivery. All right, so this is going to reset off of that kind of universal timer, 23 hours. I played this event, I don't know, 7 or so hours ago and got this reset, so do keep that in mind. And I'm recording this as of 8:39 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, so this lines up. So that part's really cool. So you're going to be able to get the 400 per day. And then what I wanted to check is, when I did this the first day, I was able to go to 3 different locations. So let's start this up. We'll run to the 3 locations and see. I'm hoping we can do this 3 times. If that ends up being the case, it's 250 per go. That's 750 per day. This is pretty easy to take care of. You do end up spending it. The only drain with this is its energy and it's less points. I don't think this is necessary. This is easier, I guess. All very doable with melee weapons, so that part is really nice for my folks out there that maybe aren't quite as far or don't have great modified weapons. And then here, you're just killing a bunch of stuff. That's really all you're doing. You're just killing a bunch of stuff. So you can run around. The cool part here is you can actually grind these locations a bit. So if you want to use these opportunities to get you some basic materials, like your stone, or I don't think I've gotten. I've always been basic locations, maybe? No, I take that back. I got the yellow pine location. So anyways, you can use this to grind some resources. Again, you're getting supply points while you do this. So this part's pretty nice in my opinion. And again, very, very newer player, less developed player account friendly, which is awesome. I'm a personal fan of that. It's maybe not for everybody. If you have a whole bunch of guns and things stockpiled like we do, then you'll be able to kind of cruise through these, and that's cool too, which means that this doesn't take up a ton of your time for the day. But if everything ends up being true, we can get 1150 per day, which again, I think equates the right way. All right, we've killed that. By the way, these guys are always in the same location. They will drop on every map, regardless of the map that you go to, in the same location. So if you just take kind of a generally big circle pattern, you'll end up being able to knock all these out for all the locations. So do keep that in mind if you're looking for some tips with that. I wanted to share that. I did notice that. It seemed like it was, again, very, very, you know what? I should do some melee here. It was very consistent for those. So that part was really nice. So we got the 250 there. It pops as soon as you complete and kill the zombies. Then we'll run back. And I'm really hoping we get to queue this a couple of times. Because again, I think at that, this should give me another level. So let's see if it bumped up. We'll have to do some backwards math. to see what we need to get here. But this was the really big test that I wanted to do. Okay. All right, at least the second time, I'm going to queue this up. So that'll be number 2. Let's see, we got the level, and it went up to 750 at 22. 750, it's probably 750 for a few of these. And then it's like probably 800, 850, up to like 1,000. I don't know, it's going to be really tough. We got 10 days to do it. It's going to be really close. It's going to be really close, folks, if you play every day. I'm going to be doing it on our free-to-play account. Because again, let's go. We'll knock this out. We'll just make sure we can do it a third time. But if you can, that's 1150 per day. I don't know. It's going to be close. Okay, and we got it a third time. And we didn't get enough points. We definitely did not get enough points to get to the next level yet. We're 350 out of 750 here. I'm almost to level 22, which is good. This is going to take some grinding. This is going to take a decent amount of coins, too. So I don't think there's anything else to do. And I think those are the only things limiting your points, your daily points. Same location? Yeah, it's just the same location. Rinse and repeat. Okay. I'm going to fast forward. We'll knock this out. We'll get back to, we'll show you where we're at, and then we'll talk a little bit more and see if we can't speed up some progress. All right, we're back. And we did quite a bit of grinding. We also did quite a bit of math. Let's talk about it here, because I think this is important. So I'm going to rehash a few things just here really quickly. 1150 is the points that you can get every day. All right. So you're doing this 3 times a day for 750. You're going to be able to queue this up. This is all free. You're going to be able to queue this up 1 time a day for 400. Now, I went ahead and I jumped over to free to play. Okay. I played that the day it started. I played it right now after the reset. And we have technically, as I'm recording this, 10 resets to go, right? 22 hours from now, I'm going to be able to get still a full 10 resets in, all right? We'll call it 9 resets just to be safe, but we're going to be able to get there. What that allows us to do is get about 10,350 points. It's exactly 10,350 points if you do 1150 times 9, which is where we end up. In addition, if you did it the first day, if you played through the first day and got as far as you could up to level 12, and then you play again the second day, you will actually complete the ritual in 2 days. That's the good part. So if you want the chest with the rewards that came inside here that I showcased earlier, you just have to play for 2 days. You also do get additional points for completing the tasks. So there's little story elements. If you haven't played it yet, there's little story elements like I was talking about. You run around, you light the bonfire a few times, blah, blah, blah. You're going to pick up additional points. At the end of 2 days, I was 400 out of 500 points to level 17. So you're 100 points shy of level 17. I then did some quick math, and it escalates about 50 points or so from level 17 all the way up to level 26. So it's like 600 or 550. I don't know exactly what level 18 and 19 is. I don't recall that because I pushed past it and I can't on free to play. I can't get to those levels yet, but consider those, again, are probably 550 or 600. We'll call it 550. Then 600. Level 20 is 700. 21, 750. 22 is 800. 23 and 24 are 850 apiece. Level 25 jumps up to 950. Then 26 up to 1,000. 27 to 1,100. 28, 1,150. 29, 1,250. I am not able to finish. I'm out of coins. So I'm actually 50 points short. I have enough to do 2 more resets of this. I'm just not going to do it. To get to level 29, to get up to level 30. I'm assuming level 30 is going to at least be 1350 or 1300, if not 1350. That's going to be my guess. Okay. With the fast math that I ran, it's going to be very close for folks to get to level 30. I think if you played it every single day and you max out the points, free to play, I do believe with fast math that you'll be able to get to level 30. That's my guess. But it's going to be very close. And here's the crappy part. If you miss a day at all, you're not getting here on free to play. Now, if you're going to want to go, if you want to spend coins, my recommendation is this one. This gives you for 80 coins, 400 rep. This one over here. Actually, I don't know. Is the conversion the same? It's 5 points per coin. The conversion's actually the same. It's 5 points per coin on this. Because if you spent 100 over there, you would get 500 points. This is, you split this in 5. Yeah, so the conversion is the same. It doesn't matter which one you do. This one is more efficient and much faster to do this one. If you want to spend your coins. If you are going to spend coins, you'd probably need to do comfortably this 3 times, is what I'm going to say. Comfortably, you need to do it 3 times to guarantee that you'll have the success. You'll need to do it 3 times if you missed a day, because that's enough to make up for a day. It's going to be really close. Now, the good part here is if you grind this up and you do play it every day, I think you're actually very easily getting the backpack. And easy isn't the... I say easily. You're going to kind of get close to this near the end, but like... The problem ends up being is these upper levels... Level 28 is 1150. This level's 1250. So this is a day and this is a day by itself. 27 is basically a day. 26 is basically a day. 25, you're at 950 for this. Which, is not a day, but it's pretty close. But then everything keeps scaling down here. So I do feel like, and again, you're getting to here. You're getting to almost to 18. So it's like day 2 you're here, day 3 you're here, day 4 you're probably here. Actually, no. Well, it's probably close that you're at least some point into 21. What'd I say? Day 2, day 3, day 4 you're here-ish. And then it's going to be like day 5 plus, day 6 plus, and then it's like probably like day 7, day 8, day 9, day 10. Again, you'll have some rollover here. It's going to be very close. It's going to be very close. The cool part, again, is if you play and you're really consistent, you can get the backpack, which I do think is really, really neat. I think if you play every day, and I'm going to try to do this on free to play, I think there is a world in which you get to this. But you may also not. The math is so close, and because I don't have all the full data, it's hard to run the actual calcs. It's very, very, very close. It's very, very close. I'm sorry I couldn't show you the Halloween containers. For those that are not spending coins on this will not matter. That's the crappy part about this, is this will not matter. And here's the thing. These kinds of things are usually really, really cool. And again, these are great rewards. If you get up and you get to the backpack, like, these are solid rewards. You shouldn't be upset about that. This event is very easy, all doable by melee. So that part's cool. It doesn't even really take that much time. You're running to 3 different locations. Once you've completed the ritual after day 2, you're jumping in here, you're knocking out the one event with Sophia, you're getting your points here, and then you're queuing this guy up 3 times, run back and forth. Pretty easy to knock that stuff out, and you're rocking and rolling. And again, if you're getting up into this point, you're getting some puppies, You're getting some plates. You're getting some, you know, inspector card honestly is really just worth the grind to that. If you like the backpack you're getting here, you're getting very close. You're going to be like very, very close if you don't get it. Oh, that stinks. It sucks. My disappointment comes from the fact is that it sucks that you won't be able to get this if you don't spend some coins, right? And these can usually be pretty fun. Usually the container type items have some pretty fun stuff in it. Again, this is electronic circuits, batteries, and blueprints. And blueprints is highlighted. I want to see these. It's going to take me, what? I'll get to level 30 here tomorrow. And then should be able to maybe get through that. Yeah, because I'll get 1150 of 300 spillover points. So I should be able to, in 2 days, I'm completing this. And we'll be able to crack these bad boys open. I really want to see what's inside of these. I spent a decent amount of coins. I do not want to spend any more. I usually do this for science, but I can't. I can't at this point. We'll get here in a couple days. I'll probably post this. What I will do is post this over on our Discord. I probably won't do another video, but I will post this over on our Discord. Links in the description if you want to check that out of what is inside here. Somebody else may have already beaten it to it, and the internet might be able to tell you. But if you want to check that out, you can. Yeah. Good luck on the grind. Here's the thing. Again, I'm not disappointed. I think this portion of the reward track is pretty good, right? And I realistically think if you do play every day, you're getting up into these upper tier rewards, right? Which is good. Which is really solid. That can help. Some good stuff here for the ATV. No transmission, unfortunately, but still some pretty solid stuff. And just some good overall things. Like, I don't really hate... There's not a lot of this reward track that I hate. You know, people are going to complain about the metals, these planks and all that stuff. Plastic is the only thing I'd complain about, honestly. But, like, that's all usable stuff. You're going to use all this stuff in your journey at some point. So I don't hate to see that. And, again, you're getting... By day 2, you're here. So, like, that's pretty good. Actually, I think you're here. I'd have to go back and look. You're 400 of the 500 points through level 17. So, like, I think you're actually here. So, day 2, day 3... Day 4, day 5. Yeah, it's going to be close. It's going to be really close. Don't trust my math because, again, I have some pretty good detail, but I don't have all the detail. Don't get discouraged. Still worth. Put the grind in, put the time in. I don't think you'll be disappointed. And, again, Spectre card's great. Backpack's really cool. And I do think, again, there's a world in which you can get to this or get... I mean, again... People are going to have the tough decision if they get to like here and they need a little bit more points, or they get into 30 and don't have enough, spending some coins. Again, you know me, I don't recommend that. But you get a lot of good season points too. So if you are a season pass holder, if you have your coins and you want to do it, might be something to consider. You know, the one-time spending the coins if you've got a little stockpile. But I would wait until the very last day to see where you get. Don't push it forward, because I think you're going to have to really kind of take a look and do the math. Yeah. Fun event. I like the story. I like the reward track. I just really wish folks would have been able to get some pumpkins without spending some coins. But let me know. Let me know if you're having some progress. Hopefully you've been able to play and kick the event off. If you did not start on day 1, still grind it. Again, there's still some good stuff to go out there and get. And trust me when I say it's very easy, right? This is a melee-focused event. You don't need a ton of weapons. You're not going to be burning up a whole bunch of guns to get this done. So the rewards, while not everyone will agree that they're great, the rewards are much easier to come by, which isn't a bad thing. Right, so a lot of melees, some armor, some heals. You should have no problem. If you're not very far into the game, this is still going to be a really great event for you, because you can get there and do it. Just, again, make sure you're hitting it every day and have some fun while we have it. The other good part to keep in mind, you got supply rocking and rolling. So if you want to get some mines, or you want to get some gunpowder, or whatever you want to get, you can go and get it. go complete your regular tasks. You got wreck ship. You do have Pursuit of Luck going on, which actually I might go on my free-to-play account and just grab some factory parts. Maybe. Fishing tournament. We got this again running for another... By the time you see this, will be 9 days and... I don't know. What time is it? 9 days and 14 hours or something. And we got some other good stuff coming up. Dog Breeder, Crooked Creek Farm, as we finish out this season here. We're at level 58 with 6 days to go. I got some grinding to do, but here's the nice part. I'm going to gain some levels from this here event too, so that's not terrible at all. So hopefully this was helpful. Hopefully the tips were good, and hopefully the info was interesting. And like I said, over on our Discord, as soon as we grab the pumpkins, I will be sure to share with you what it is inside. If you are not free to play and have some coins that you want to spend, maybe it's worthwhile to go ahead and try to grab that stuff. But I will share that with you. But you got to jump over to the Discord to check that out. Other than that, I'm going to flash some socials, like, comment, subscribe. Help us continue to grow the channel. Really do appreciate all of the support. And trying to get to 10K before the year is out on subs. And we are moving towards it. So again, thank you so very much. We'll be jumping into this with some free to play. We've continued to raid. We're getting some other good progress. Got some other really interesting videos here on our main account. I've been testing something that I'm excited to share with you. And I think is going to be really interesting to share. That could be kind of a game changer for us here on our main account. So I'm excited to share that with you, and probably see that video sometime next week if you're lucky. But thanks for tuning into this one, and we'll be sure to catch you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Peace.